Hi Pandora friends, my name is Leanne and I'm mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I am finally going to show you my completed Mad for Pandora bracelet. This has been a long time coming and I thank you so much for sticking with me, and I know you've been sort of wondering what it's going to be like. Am I ever going to get it finished? It has been a really rough couple of years, guys, and honestly I've been wondering what to say, how to say it and all that sort of stuff. And I know I've been telling you that I've been having some health issues. We've still been having some issues getting our house finished. Even though we're in it, it's still not finished. So I sort of wanted to just have a general chat to you while I put my bracelet together. I'll show you the new additions to the bracelet, and as you can see in front of you, I've also bought a special little charm. Now I was wondering whether I would add this one to my bracelet, but as you can see it's ended up on my open bangle. Now this is called the King's Crown and it is a really old charm. It's like one of the originals. How cute is that? Now it is so tiny that when I did sort of play around with it being on my bracelet, it sort of got lost. But I was thinking about using it to represent the O. But since it's so small and I've added it to my open bangle, I'm very happy with it. It does tend to want to spin, obviously, even on this bracelet a little bit, but it's not too bad because it does have sort of like the little ball ends on the gold. Now I did pick this up for a really good price. It was sort of quite sort of dirty. It just needed a good polish and it's come up really well actually. Now I don't know how many people have actually seen this charm, but I will show you the hallmarks. So as you can see, that's a really old Pandora stamp they used to use. Now it's before the S's. It's just a super old charm. But I thought for the price I paid, it definitely was worth picking up. I know they can sell for a lot more, but I think I paid like, I don't know, $30 or something for it. But it was a really good price. So I thought it looked really nice on this bracelet because you've got the oxidized detail, you've got the pops of gold, and then you've got the bright shiny little ball. I might pop this on and show you. There you go. Now I'll be able to wear this with any of my bracelets. Honestly, it's going to go, of course, it's Pandora. How cool is that? Now I just sort of have a bit of a mismatch whatever I put on today. Now I have got my husband to put this beautiful rose bracelet back on me and it's just gorgeous. The only thing that really frustrates me about this bracelet is, well, besides it being slightly too big on me, and I'm tossing up whether I should cut that extra link off, it's just how hard it is to get on and off. So I have noticed in the new collection, Pandora has done a bracelet with the reflections clip. Now that would be good for pretty much all bracelets. Just has to be the style, or even the Pandora Me. That's what I love about it, how easy it is to hook in. But this is a gorgeous bracelet. Now I did also get a replacement for my studded bracelet. Now I did have a big kink in it, as you saw in my early videos. I noticed there was a bit of a kink and it just seemed to get a bit worse, so I ended up getting it replaced. I'm very happy with this one, and I've ended up putting my little two-tone heart on it and little cross, and that's pretty much how I wear it now. And I do have my 14 karat gold essence bangle, which I wear a lot. Definitely was good value. Okay, now I've started with my bracelet with nothing on it. Now I am zoomed out a fair bit, so hopefully I can show you the whole bracelet as I'm building it. But I have worked out I'm gonna have to build it upside down, I think. I'm not sure, but excuse me if that happens. But yeah, I've just started off with this beautiful bracelet. You've seen this before, and it's the same one. It's getting a little bit more flexible, which is, I don't know, in some ways a bit, you know, not too bad for me, even though I like a stiff bracelet. With all the weird sort of sharp shaped charms and stuff on it, it was getting a little bit spiky. Now this one didn't have any clip stations at all, but it still has the space for a regular safety chain. And this is just the Moment Silver Crown O bracelet. Now they did retire this one in Australia, I think about a year ago, but it is a really, really beautiful bracelet. If you don't have this one and you can still get it, it's probably a good one to pick up. It is really nice. And it's quite easy to open and close, and I haven't had any problems with it coming undone. You would think with the spikes of the crown that it would be tricky, but I just open it with my my thumb, and I don't have any problems getting spiked with it. And then it's just got the pave and the Pandora around it. But no, it is a really nice bracelet, this one. So first of all, we're going to add the safety chain. Now you've seen this one before. Now this one is the Embossed Heart safety chain, and I really do love this one. Now remember, when you're putting on a safety chain, to always put this part on first. See how it spins? It really just stops everything getting all caught up. So I just spin that on there. Now the reason to have a safety chain is to cover the threads on the bracelet. I do notice some people, they'll put an openworks one over the end, which is fine, except when you get to the other end, you sort of got to put a clip. But I always put safety chains on my bracelets. It's just that little bit of extra security, and it also sort of covers up the threads, which I don't really like seeing them. And the other thing is that you don't want something going on and off and on and off, because there is a risk that it could get caught. But no, I really like this safety chain. It's just a very simple one, and it sort of goes with everything, so that's what's really good about it. Now the first charm I'm going to add back on is the beautiful coffee cup. Now I did notice it's sort of got two names. Now it's got drink to go or take a break coffee cup. So it's weird that it actually has two names. It hasn't been out that long to sort of need more than one, but I really love this little coffee cup. As you know, I love coffee, so it's a very, very good one for me to have. Okay, so the next one I've got to add is this beautiful circle of friends. Now you will remember when I added this originally. Now this is to represent you guys, because obviously I wouldn't have this channel or this bracelet without you. And it's just got some little cubic zirconias. They're like a brownie sort of color. or champagne, and it's a bit of a weird one, this one. You can usually pick it up quite cheap, but at the time it was quite expensive. And the next one I would like to add as an extra is the old bag. Now this one's just called the Pandora Shopping Bag, and it just is very fitting for this bracelet because, you know, it has the bow and the handle, and who doesn't love the Pandora gift bag? So I thought that was very appropriate to add this. I did buy this one pre-loved on eBay quite a long time ago. I never realized that I wanted it, obviously, and then it was not even being sold anymore, so I did pick it up. It's quite a heavy charm though. Not the most comfortable charm to have on a bracelet. Okay, now the next one I would like to add is another special addition to my bracelet, because obviously 1,000 subscribers, and now it's over 1,000 subscribers, is a huge achievement, and I thank you guys for that. Now, I did pick this up when it was retired on the sales. How cute is this? So, just says well done. It is so hard to see, but look at the flowers. How cute are the flowers around it? I saw this on someone else's bracelet and I thought, you know what? That's such a detailed little charm, and what else could I use it for besides my 1,000 subscribers? So see how it's got the 1 on it? So this is to represent 1,000 subscribers. Now it does have little hearts all the way around, so that's pretty cool. No, I thought that was pretty cool. So I did buy that new in the sales, I don't know, probably a year and a half or more ago now. I've had it for a while, just sitting there waiting. But no, I really love the detail on that. Like, look at the little flowers. So cute. Now this is just called the Achievement Trophy. I'm going to pop that one on. Now, of course, you know this charm here. Now, this is my special mum charm. So we've got M, U, M. And you would have remembered, hopefully, me talking about how my daughter, my oldest daughter, absolutely loves Pandora as well. And so we got into Pandora when she worked at a store back when she was like, I think 16 or something. She did a week or two of work experience, and they sold Pandora there, and I don't know, we just sort of both bought a bracelet and a few charms, and it's sort of the love affair with Pandora started from there. So this is a really, really nice detailed charm. I love the oxidized details. It's got little bits of gold with just the sort of pink cubic zirconias. But how cute is that? And I love the writing that they use, like the script or font, whatever you call it. That was really cool. So that represents me. And then the next one is actually a two-sided charm. So you can put it on your bracelet either way. So this is the new A. Now this is current now. So if you like it, they are still available. On the back is just like a little pattern, and because there's so many A's in the word I'm creating, I have got a few of these, or at least a couple. So this one is going up with the shiny side, and the next one that I have is this beautiful two-tone D. So that's a really old one. A lot of the two-tone letters I bought, I did buy them pre-loved, but obviously you've got to look out for good prices, otherwise you pay a fortune for them. Now you will have seen in my 900 video that I did add these. Now they'd just come out at the time and they are gorgeous. Not sure if the light will pick it up. It's starting to get a bit overcast here. We have had a lot of smoke in Australia, and there's fires not too far from here, but sometimes at night when the wind dies down we can smell a lot of smoke. It's just really, really scary to have so many fires around. Okay, so this is a beautiful, they just call it man-made opalescent. It's just a man-made opal and it's gorgeous, and I have two of those, but they brought out a pink one and a darker blue one, but this is still my favorite, so I'm really glad that I have this one. Now this next one here is the beautiful number 4. Now this one is Garnet. The actual little things are not cubic zirconias, they're Garnet. Now when I was choosing the number 4, I wanted to have something very special, and I thought this was very special. It's also really nice to wear on a bracelet. Obviously when it flips over there's not much to look at, but it's a beautiful old threaded charm. Now I will put all the codes in my description in case anybody is trying to find any. Now the next one here I'm going to put on is just another one of the opals. The next one I've got to add is the beautiful P. Now also this is the new one, and just got the pattern on the back. This one here can't be put around the wrong way, obviously, like the A. You can choose which way you want to display it. Now I have decided not to put any clips or silicone clips or any of those stoppers under everything, because the way I've done it, it sits on my wrist without moving. Now the next one I have is beautiful two-tone A. These are quite heavy, these two tones, and they are all threaded, which is really good. And I do have, hopefully you can see the hallmark there. I can just make it out, just in case you're searching for any of these letters. So I'll pop this one on. And the next letter we have is the N. So that's pretty cool. Now I did give all these a bit of a clean, and my bracelet a bit of a clean, because obviously now it's going to be complete. So I won't have to pull it apart all the time. So the next thing, I did reveal this a long time ago. I know we were back in the rental, I think. Well, maybe we were back in our old home in Brisbane. I'm not sure when I got this, but it was a long time ago. Now I haven't had this on any other bracelets, and I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do with it. And when I started creating my Mad for Pandora bracelet and I started noticing a couple of the colours, I thought, you know what, this is really appropriate because A, I'm Australian, and B, if you remember my old videos, I used to have a lot of beautiful birds, doves and different things making noises in my videos. It was kind of like a bit of a soundtrack actually, and the magpies sing sometimes. So this is Birds of Australia. And this is an Australian and New Zealand exclusive charm. I believe it's still available. But if you see the colours, bit of yellow, bit of pink, bit of blue, I thought that it went quite well with this bracelet. And it's quite a pretty little charm, but you sort of, I don't know, you sort of got to have the place to put it, I guess. So now I do. So I'll pop that one on. This next one here is the D. Now this is kind of a couple of different letters back, and I've only got one of this on my bracelet, but I do have an L that I haven't really used anywhere. I got it part of a bundle from a lady, but I don't have anywhere to put the L for now. So I've got the D because obviously that forms part of the word, but they're an interesting three-sided charm. It's amazing how expensive these letters can be for the old ones. You've just really got to look out and not hopefully pay too much. Now this is the old Pandora Oak charm. Now they did end up replacing this with a round version, and I already had this one, so that's obviously why I'm using it. But you will see when you see my whole bracelet that this one actually balances out the Pandora bag. So I think this one's pretty cool. It's not stabby or anything, which is nice. Now this next one here is the R charm. This is two-tone. And again, I love the old two-tones, and I wanted to bring a lot of two-tone into this because obviously I love Pandora, that's the older style. I love the two-tones. I mean, who doesn't, right? So I thought I'd pop this on. And then for the final charm, because obviously I was having to do the 1000 charm. So it is in a way a little bit of a letdown, I guess, because it's just a silver charm. But I am going to put this A up the other way because the charm beside it is quite shiny, and this will help it to stand out on its own. So my 1000 charm, 1000 subscribers, and then obviously to hold it on because it's not a threaded charm, I'm going to add the little mobile phone. And I love this little thing. It's amazing actually that Pandora has not done another phone charm. So this is a good one because it is threaded. Now hopefully I put everything up the right way, because that would be annoying if I didn't. And I'll pop that back on. And I'll turn it over. Okay, so what do we have here? So when I was sort of working out how to sort of design this and what order to pop it all in, I tried to, you know, balance out these extra charms that I have. So there is more on this side, but as you can see, this O and this bag are opposite, and they definitely balance each other out. So we'll start with this side. So we have Mad, M-A-D, and then we've got the whole thing of it being Mum, because my name was designed to be based on mother and daughter. So this is me and this is my daughter, because we started Pandora together, and my husband actually came up with that association and helped me create my name. And then we have the beautiful opals. And then we have P-A-N. So we've got the pan, and then we've got a dangle. And then we've got D-O, and the R, and the A. And then the phone. Because obviously, you know, messaging people and all that is why I've got the phone. So everything on here has a meaning, and that's what I really love about this bracelet, because it's no point in creating a bracelet for your YouTube name if it doesn't actually have a meaning. So I think that's pretty cool. So the other thing I wanted to sort of like show you, so I'll just pop this down. There you go. So I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think? I mean, it's not like me not to have clip stations, but by the time I was adding all the other pieces, I couldn't keep the clips on there. Just wasn't the room, and this does sit very snugly on my wrist. Now the earrings that I've been wearing with this is just these beautiful old ones, and obviously these are pink opals. So I thought that was pretty good to go with it. And then you may remember I hauled these gorgeous little earrings before they retired. So these are just the little Pandora O earrings, and they are perfect. I'm not 100% sure that I will keep the dangles, but obviously I would definitely wear these. And then I have two ring options. Now I can, it's not really the right color blue, but I can wear the blue and the pink stacked together, or I can wear this opal, which in this light's not really shining, but it has a lot of beautiful colors in it. And then I have my old sapphire ring. So they're my options for rings and extra jewelry. Now the other thing I have that's sort of like an opalescent is this old essence. So that also brings in the pinks and sort of the blues. Because I don't have a bracelet apart from this one that's got pink and blue together, so I thought that was sort of a good way of doing it. And the necklace I have been wearing is this gorgeous one. Now I did want to add this charm originally to my bracelet, because I really love this one, and this one says, "You mean the world to me." So obviously a lot of us chat and you guys respond, comment on my videos, and I really appreciate that. So just having you guys to talk to in this channel and stuff has meant a lot. So I thought this was a really cool charm, but it's quite long, so to have it on my bracelet, it sort of was weird. And I thought it's sort of pretty enough just to either wear it by itself on a chain, or I can put it on my O pendant. So that's sort of how I've been wearing that. I do quite like this slimmer line veil. It sort of hangs really nicely on this. And obviously the whole thing spins, so nice to play with when you're wearing it. And it's got a big chunk of gold. So this is sort of like the whole set, and being 1,000 subscribers is just amazing. I'm sorry it's been so long, and whether it's an anticlimax for you or not to wait this long and I just have a plain little letter A, because I sort of feel like that in a way, but I hope by adding all these extra pops it was worth the wait. And at least now I can sort of wear my bracelet more in my videos. It's just going to feel really good being complete. But I will just quickly tell you what's sort of been going on for those of you who want to. So if you don't want to stay around and listen to what's been going on health-wise with me, you're welcome to finish the video now. But I just want to say that I know I've been absent a lot, and I know I tell you I'm going to do a video and then I don't always get to, but since we've sort of moved to where we're living now and we're in a rental and we were building a house, we're still actually waiting for the builder, and it's been what, at least 18 months, and the builder hasn't 100% finished bits of our house. We need the driveway redone because it's like full of cracks and stuff. We need and also we added colour into the driveway, and it didn't sort of, it just looks like normal cement and stuff like that. And so we've had a lot of stress with that. We need the electrician to come back and do some stuff. Just, you know, little bits and pieces for that. We have to get our rake ceiling basically redone, because as soon as the sun comes in on our hopper window or our high windows above the kitchen, you can just see all the defects on the roof, like in the ceiling. So we've been waiting for ages for them to come back and do that. We had a few jobs completed. We had to have the vinyl and carpet guy come back and do a few things. Yeah, it's just been like trying to get stuff finished has been a real stress. And on top of that, late last year we thought my husband had a stroke, and then we thought he had another one a month later, and it turned out he was on some sort of a nerve medication thing, and it obviously didn't agree with him because he kept having these awful turns, like he couldn't even use sort of like half of his body, and it was just, yeah, not knowing whether he's gonna live or die, and it was just really, really traumatic. And then he had another one a few months ago, and they sort of worked it out. He wasn't actually having a stroke, but he was having a particular migraine. And so every time he exerts himself, because he's got like pinched nerves and different things and stuff, he goes into these spirals and stuff. So we've had a lot of that to deal with, and we sort of can't really get in and get things finished around the place. We've still got stuff that's not unpacked, we've got a shed that's not sorted, and it's been really frustrating. But then on top of all that, like I had a major sinus operation sort of thing at the end of last year as well, and I went in and had the operation down in Brisbane, and that didn't go too badly. But the lead up to that, I had a lot of health issues and stuff like that. Turns out I had a bone in my nose that needed to be taken out, and because I got an infection, it couldn't get out. And then I sort of thought, oh wow, I'll actually be able to join the land of the living again. But no, then I find out that I've got all these food allergies, but we didn't know for the longest time what was actually going on. And then I started having some food blood test things, and it was sort of like a process of elimination that I found out that I've got a latex allergy. And if you've got a latex allergy, there's a thing called latex fruit syndrome. And so I've been sort of at the hospitals and just trying to sort all that out and doing telehealth appointments and stuff like that, and had a bunch of tests and stuff. And I am allergic to basically what you would consider healthy food. So there's been this major health shift, and just like now I don't want to go out because I don't know what's safe. I can't eat. I'm allergic to pretty much every nut. I'm allergic to coconut. I'm allergic to a bunch of fruit and vegetables. I'm allergic to soy. I can still have dairy and wheat though, which is amazing. And I can't, there's just so many things that you sort of go, wow, like I thought apples and pineapple and avocados and tomatoes and all that were meant to be good and healthy for you, but turns out if you have this thing, which no one talks about, that, basically it's quite scary. So it's not just a matter of latex balloons or any of that. Now, the way you get a latex allergy and the way it can progress to the food allergy is basically exposure. So at the start of COVID, I got a coconut husk type mask. It just looked like a wetsuit, and I think that's sort of what started the ball rolling with my downward health spiral. Gave me an infection in my nose and stuff, and we had like rubber drawer linings in the kitchen and different things like that. So there was a whole bunch of that, and going to the hospital a lot and being exposed that way, that I think just basically did things to my immune system. And so if you have a latex allergy, or you suspect you do, and it might be just you have a rash from Band-Aids, and there are Band-Aids that don't have latex, but if you start noticing, maybe you got braces and you're allergic to the rubber bands on them or something like that, do investigations and try and work out if that is your problem, because you don't want it to get worse, and repeated exposure makes you worse. And believe me, you don't want to get to the stage where you are with me, that, I sort of am so restricted to what I can eat now, and I have, basically major, I guess, anxiety of how do I eat at friends' houses and how do I go out, and just, I keep having breathing sort of issues, and I haven't been given an EpiPen yet. So hopefully the next couple of appointments will sort that out, and I'll at least have that. But especially coming into Christmas time, and obviously we'll be going and eating stuff that I don't necessarily know what is always in it, and being exposed to different things. But now I'm sort of thinking, am I even going to be able to put up a Christmas tree and stuff like that? Like, this latex is in so many different things, and because repeated exposure makes you worse, I don't want to lose the foods that I can eat. And like, a lot of what I found out was through blood tests, but you've got to sort of be eating the foods to make your immune system know that's a problem. So for some things it didn't actually show up, but I've eaten them since and it's, yeah, gotten worse. So yeah, soy was one that was pretty hard to work out, and even like soy lectin in chocolate, which is in so much stuff, things like tapioca, like there is a plant name for it or whatever, but it's in so many things. It's in normal icing sugar, and you know, there's one you can get without it, but it's like stops it clumping together. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I am still live. But yeah, hopefully I can get this video out to you soon, and hopefully you have enjoyed watching me put my bracelet together, actually having it complete. I might pop it on and show you quickly because I've sort of got so many things on my arm already, but I'll see if I can make it fit, just so you can see what the end result was like. Now I have sort of done it so, as you know, I like my charms facing me, and usually I have dangles down, but I did put the bracelet together with dangles up. So here's my little king's crown. So you'll have to try and imagine it without so many bracelets on. But there we go. So I guess if you didn't stay till the end, you probably missed me putting the bracelet on. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me, for not unsubscribing. And that I was going to get to this video at some point, and I really wanted to have it finished too, but it was just, you know, one of those things that it's just been, life has been hard. So I hope you guys are doing all right. I know there's a lot of things going on around the world, and yeah, things can be quite difficult, but remember, reach out to your friends, have a chat. You know where to find me as well. I'm on Instagram as well if you want to talk. And yeah, until next time, take care.